Well, in this video, I want to talk about why envisioning and making a vision board is so powerful. Just going to give you a short introduction about how this actually functions in the brain and in our whole energy centers and the whole of our energy being. So from the age of 0 to 6, we are the infinite believers. So we are unconditioned. We are the unconditioned believer. And for the first 6 years of our life, your conscious mind was not even developed. And so it was not hindering you from the infinite believer. So we have all experienced what that feels like. However, from the age of 6, we have started to be conditioned and we start to get input on what to believe and what not to believe. But the truth of it is that all things are first non-physical, and without imagination, there is no creation. So the believer has the power to realize that it is infinite, that it is omnipresent, omnipotent, all-knowing, all-loving, all-being, all-forgiving, and all-accepting. So how do you do this? How do you become this believer again? Because with our mind, we can decide, okay, we're going to be the believer again. But because we have been conditioned so much, there is a lot of layers to unpeel to get back to this state of becoming the infinite believer again, so that we can co-create the world that we really want to live in, and that we can co-create with the universe the world that we want for ourselves and our lives. So your imagination is the part of your consciousness that is responsible for creating. And imagining takes place in your mind whenever you use your senses, such as seeing, hearing, etc. So your higher self is in fact the infinite believer, and you still have the power to transcend your beliefs by looking within and becoming this believer again. The most powerful way to access your higher self or your infinite believer is through deep meditation and visualization. So this is why my meditation visualization to tap into the archetypes and into your desire, the landscape archetypes, and into your desire is so powerful. So if you haven't done this meditation yet, then please send me a message on or send me an email on beatrice@beatriceboots.com, because this is a really great start to tap into your desires, because often we don't even know what we really desire on a soul level. And it's so much easier to manifest and to create what we want when we actually align with our soul, and when we don't only do it from our mind. So sometimes you think that you know what you want, but maybe that's not at all what you want. So the most powerful way of accessing your higher self and your infinite believer is through meditation or visualization. And by practicing this regularly, you can tap into different levels of potential and possibility. So I'm not going to go deeper in this right now because I don't want to overwhelm you in this video. So if you want to tap into this more, I have a workshop, Envision, and creating your vision board, in which we take you through this visualization process as well, finding your desires in this very moment. And in the new year, this is a very good moment to do, but you can do this any time of the year. And a really good time as well to do this is when it's your birthday. So because you're going into a new life, year, it's also a great way to do it. And at the start of the year, of course. But in fact, you can do this any time of the year. It doesn't really matter. So there are another few things that are super important. So creating a vision board is fantastic and beautiful, but it doesn't necessarily give you the highest desired outcome. One of the things that is really important is, and you might have heard this before, is you need to really feel that what you envision is already a reality. So you have to basically feel into the future, but make it match it with the now. So feel like it's happening now. So this is actually a quantum leap that you take in energy by feeling, oh yes, this is what I really, really desire. And when you imagine closing your eyes, feeling into that, like, oh, this, how am I feeling when I have reached this? So how am I feeling about this? When I have actually manifested this, how do I feel about that? That's the match you need to make to make that quantum leap. So another thing that is really important is that you need to shift limiting beliefs on a regular basis, because once you have put your vision out there and you have started to envision your future, limiting beliefs are going to pop up, because they pop up out of that conditioned part of your brain where you are going to be held back, and this is what you need to shift, and you need to have tools to help you shift this the negative beliefs. And this is something I help my clients with in both group settings and in one-to-one work. So another thing that you need for envisioning and for manifesting your desires is that you need faith that it is possible to transform your life, to transform your business. This is vitally important. So from a place of contentment and gratefulness of where you are right now in this moment, that's another really important thing, because you are already in a wonderful place, hopefully. And when you feel like there's already so much abundance, prosperity, wisdom, creativity, and everything, when you tune into this, and one of the things which helps you to tune into this is to go into nature and to feel nature and to see how abundant nature is. So feeling the faith that when you seed your plan, when you plant your seeds, that this is actually going to be a starting point of what can grow and what can blossom in the future. But it's also very important to feel that you're trusting in the process, and this is being present in the now, and step by step coming back to feeling the faith that this is possible, and also the gratefulness and the contentment of where you are right now. So when we focus on faith, faith is actually the feeling of knowing it's possible. So this is basically going back into that infinite believer and feeling that this is possible. I remember myself that when I was a child, like probably you were the same, you just believed in so many different things. And my father, for instance, always said, if you press this button on the car, the light will go green. And I completely believed him. And actually, he was right, because I still visualize green lights, and lights go green for me very often. And, I drive through the city like doing this on a regular basis. And this is a good practice to bring in the faith, the belief that this is possible. And of course, it doesn't happen all the time, and it doesn't work all the time. It's also okay to get orange lights and red lights. You need to be stopped sometimes. You gain momentum, you feel into your resistance, and you go again. That's totally fine. But it is important to tap into that infinite believer that you used to be before you were 6 years old. So your imagination just simply doesn't create without faith. Or it creates what you don't want. That's also a possibility. So when you tap into the infinite and everlasting superconscious regularly, and when you shift your beliefs on the journey and keep connecting with the drive in your heart, you will find and express your truest and highest self by transcending the conditions of doubt and fear and entering into a world where anything is possible, a world where there are no limitations. So if you have any interest in either doing the meditation to tap into your deepest desire, or if you have the wish to attend a workshop to create your vision board with me, or if you want to join my one-to-one work and have a peek into what I offer, have a look at www.beatricepoets.com and or send me an email at beatrice@beatricepoets.com. I hope you have a great day, great evening when you find this, and I wish you all the luck with creating your beautiful life and business. Bye for now.